Hello, Game Highlights, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be reading the patch notes of the brand new Obsideo update so much, and I cannot believe how long since the last update of Obsideo was. But basically, the dev was at university and couldn't continue on with the game as much as he could, so he took a massive break to focus on his university degree, and now obviously he must have been working on him. Obviously took a break after that, and then he must have been out of blue, without no warning. He must have been in secretly. He'd been secretly working on the game undercover, with no announcement or anything like that. He's coming back. At least as I can't see on Discord. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, Discord. Apparently, one of the moderators on Discord has hid all the announcements and everything like that. Took them off because obviously he was taking a break. And they were going to put it back on once he came back. Obviously, they did not for some reason. So I'm thinking like, well, I can't see him now. I can't see him at all. I can't see any updates. However, so on Steam I can, because obviously Steam, it still does it on Steam. So yeah, this is the patch notes, new made patch notes, and in Unreal Engine 5. Now last time he did this in Unity, and it was good, but it wasn't as good as part of this. I played this yesterday, so if you want to check out the stream, go to my Twitch. I'll try and link that down below. And if you want to check out the video that is done for it, so this video will be the same as the Twitch as well. So if you want to wait for that to come out today, I will have that in the YouTube video. So yeah. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get on with the patch notes. First of all, I think he says, "Hey everyone, I think the first thing I address should be where I've been and why there was such a big advent. To start it off, I honestly didn't expect releasing a game to take such mental toll. I became obsessed over everything, and it ended up consuming my life and affecting my mood. If the views dropped even slightly, I was miserable and hard to be around." That's why he took the break as well. This is why he took the break. And I need to take a step back for my sake. Nice. That's what you should do. If you think it's going to affect your thing, like me. Oh yeah. But with him taking a break like this, I only did Obsideo during spook season. So, because obviously it means it was so janky last time, I just done it with spook season. So I could like keep playing it. Because I still enjoyed the game. But I wouldn't play it obsessively, but now that the new update is out, I'm playing it more. I completely understand that this isn't going to be good enough for a lot of people, and I will put in the effort to win you back and show you I'm just as committed to this game as I was on day one. I knew he wouldn't forget about the game, otherwise if he forgot about the game, no chance. If he forgot about that game, there'll be so many negative reviews like, why hasn't this game been abandoned, why hasn't it been updated so long? But I'm glad that he didn't update it. So I'm glad that he didn't abandon it at all. So that's very good in my opinion. which is why I decided to rebuild it from the ground up to make sure it had a perfect foundation to build upon. I've also got precautions in place to make sure I don't into that mental hole again. So obviously he found a way round his mental health. So obviously mental breakdown, sorry, I should say. So I won't be going anywhere again. Sorry for disappearing. I just had to do it for me. Now let's get on to the interesting stuff. Yeah. So if you don't want to listen to this bit, skip to about 6 minutes where I'll be explaining all the changes. Right, Unreal Engine 5. I've completely rebuilt Obsideo from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. This upgrade means the game will look significantly better and is now optimized for player, providing a much stronger foundation for future updates, which is they have actually fixed multiplayer. I'm not sure about the connection though, but because before how multiplayer worked in Obsidian, because I tried it with a few friends, tried playing it with a few friends in multiplayer, and oh my god, I could literally not get into the game. It kept on coming up this funny, weird lobby all the time, and it was a lobby that we weren't creating, and it was like, well, we can't play this game because we can't get into multiplayer, so we had to we had to close that game down, close Obsidian down, play another game in multiplayer but now we can actually play in multiplayer. But one thing they have done, which I'm not really happy about, I'm not sure whether it was in the game from single player, but I need to check back on one of my previous videos, is whether they took out single player and just made it multiplayer only, but multiplayer can be played with one player. I would say that more like solo play. So, and that's what I would like. I would like them to make a solo play, so that way the solo play, the ghost acts differently. But obviously, don't forget he has rebuilt Obsidio completely from scratch. So if he for him to add solo play, he'll probably have to alter some mechanics and that. It's only a little bit because it's like the way you die, the way you hunt, and all that. So yeah. And one thing to note: why is there a jump in the game and assigned to spacebar if you can't actually jump in the game? If that's in the control settings, please remove that. If you're not allowed to jump in Obsidio, please remove that from the control settings, because otherwise it has no purpose being there. And it'll get people so confused and uproar about it, so please make sure you remove the spacebar key if the dev is watching this highlight. Anyway, back on to this. Since I have to teach myself this new engine, fixing issues might take a bit longer, and updates might be slower at first. The performance and substantial. Some testers have reported hitting 400 frames per second on the low settings. That's on the low settings. So my setting was, now, a bit of feedback to dev right now. Cinematic setting lags my game. Well, it lags my stream. Mainly lags my OBS a little bit because it makes my camera look a little bit laggy, and I think the game is a bit laggy. So I have to put mine on Epic, and when I put mine on Epic, it works fine. So that's good. I think on the Epic setting it does lag a bit when I think it was like when I was on the lobby, but that's sort of fine. You're not gonna be on the lobby for that long. I'm fine about that. Also, could you please fix the mouse sensitivity bar, because when I've been altering my mouse sensitivity and applied settings, it resets. I don't know why, it just keeps resetting back to default. It's not really applying, so if they can actually fix that, that'd be great. Insert maps with lights on. The huge leap from the previous version, where turning on many more than 4 lights would drop the frame rate to an unplayable 5 frames per second. Even if you're not into the technical details, you'll notice the game looks much more beautiful now. I need to wait. That ghost turn on the breaker, right? I just realised that. Doesn't the breaker always start off? I gotta check that. The textures, lighting, and overall visual. I was talking about my last gameplay. Fidelity have been greatly enhanced, making the environment more immersive and atmospheric. This visual upgrade not only improves the gameplay experience, but also adds a new level of detail and realism to the haunted locations you'll be exploring. Which I haven't checked out every single map yet, which today I will be doing so. Obviously, I'm hoping to upload this video today on highlights. So, yeah. Oh, sugar. So, using Unreal Engine 5, UE5 has allowed me to create more complex and eerie environments that heighten the horror experience. Which, by the way, Phasmophobia said they were going to go to Unreal Engine 5. They still haven't yet. Or at least to my books. I think I don't know whether they're slowly moving over to Unreal Engine 5. I think they are slowly moving over. But this gameplay is so much better. The only one thing I would say, they need a new logo. Because obviously, or at least a new background. Because to me, if you rebuilt Obsideo up, get a new logo out there, get a new background, make it look epic. And get a new title screen logo as well, that'd be great. Heighten the horror experience. The dynamic lighting and shadows. Oh my god, I've got to say, in my gameplay, on my very first mission, I actually got swiped by the ghost. I got wiped out by the ghost. Oh my god, I knew it was hunting. I couldn't find out where it is. But, yeah, I couldn't find out where it is. And it was like a shadow model. It was like almost like you could actually see the shadow coming towards you, but the shadow was that faint that I could hardly see it. I knew the ghost was behind me. I could hear it, but like I couldn't see it. But looking back at the video while I was editing it, I actually saw the shadow figure of the ghost coming right towards me. I saw it right next to me, and that's how it killed me. But it was that faint that I could not see it while I was playing the game at that time. And plus, I was tired, so I've got to give me that credit as well. I was a bit tired, that's why I wasn't paying attention that much. Now that I'm a bit more awake, I will actually go and play this again. So yeah, hopefully I'll survive. So I don't know whether that's a bug or whether you have to figure out the ghost first to do it. Yeah. So yeah, and they replay. I'll tell you more about the game in a minute. Let's concentrate about that notes. Anyway, now react more realistically, making every room feel more alive and more terrifying. The reflections and ambient effects contribute to a deeper sense of immersion, pulling you into the haunted settings like never before. And also, I was playing on the biggest map, so I shouldn't have played on the biggest map. Steam Audio. One of the great benefits of using UE5 is the ability to integrate Steam Audio easily. This makes the soundscape in Obsideo more immersive by taking into account room size, wall thickness, and object material. When calculating reverb and the occlusion, these features were not possible in the Unity version of Obsideo. So this upgrade significantly enhances the audio experience. New model. With the new engine gives me the flexibility to improve other parts of the game, such as player models. These new priest models look way better than the old ones. Priest model. There's only one priest model. I think they should make more. Well, there is more heads so that you can change head. I've got to say that. But maybe add a girl in there as well, because for ladies who play this game, they might want to have a lady in there, a lady priest. So maybe add that into account as well. Add a lady model. That's my feedback. Look way better than the old ones, and it does. That actually does. And if you look now, let me tell you, if you look at that player and look at their hand and everything like that, you'll see every single detail that has gone into that. If you look at their face when you're customizing your character, that is a great detail. It looks more realistic. Which honestly looks like they were made out of clay. The newer models also allow for more detailed customization, which I'll talk about next. Here's a preview of the improved character models. Plus, also, they got rid of nearly every single priest model. Every single clothing, sorry, but they have added some more back. I think what the main thing is, I think the developer has cut back the amount of ghosts and the outfits and everything like that back down to basics, because it obviously he had to rebuild the game back up, hadn't he? Because he rebuilt it in Unreal Engine 5, which took out a lot of other games. So a lot of other things that was in the original game, which is fine. I hope he adds Bert back in and the Krampus back in. I hope he adds Bert back in over the for Halloween, and Krampus back in for Christmas. And I hope he does. I hope he adds them two back in and keeps them in as well. So I really would like to see that done as well. That would be so good if he adds that back in. The new recent model features higher resolution textures, more detail. I did not click that. What? Why did it just say be right back? Okay. The Breeze model features higher resolution textures, more detailed messages, and improved animations. This may. Oh, I might press on the space bar. That's probably what it is. Unimproved animation. Don't need on. This makes the character look more lifelike and expressive, enhancing the overall visual quality of the game. This update model, this up, the updated models also support more enhanced shading and lighting techniques, which further contribute to their realistic appearance. In addition, the to the visual improvements, the Priest models offer more customization options. You can now change various aspects of your character's appearance, including their clothing, accessories, and even adding blood to their face. Ooh. I briefly looked for this last night, but obviously I'm going through it more detail. I'll make a video on it in detail. The level of customization allows you to create a unique and personalized character that reflects your style and preferences, which you got unlocked first, by the way. You gotta get your level up. I haven't managed to get my level up at all. I didn't even complete my first exit because the ghost wouldn't handle it. But what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing the tutorial. I skipped the tutorial last night. I just wanted to get straight into the game because I know I can play it. The game is so easy I can play it. But also, I don't know whether they took out the easy mode because my thingy is starting at 80. It didn't use to start at 80, it used to start at 60 because I had the easy mode on. But, yeah, we'll see. I hope they add the easy one back in because I would like to start off easy and work my way to hard level. But I'm in for it. I'll try the hard mode. I've also added new animations and gestures for the priests, making the movements more fluid and natural. These movements help to bring the characters to life, making the game feel more immersive and engaging, which it does. With the new priest models, and now, see, this is the new wardrobe for the time being. How could you get that desktop thingy? And by the way, can you change this icon as well eventually? There are now more in-depth customization. Previously, you could only change the belt color. Yeah. Previously, you only could change the belt color, which wasn't that great. I'm pretty sure you could change more than that. I thought you could change the cloak as well. Maybe I was wrong. I've got it on my previous videos anyway, so I'll be able to check back what I could change or not. Wasn't very exciting. I think I did mention about it wasn't very exciting at all. Now you can unlock more clothing options, like adding blood to your face, which you mentioned earlier on, or getting new boots, which is good. I hope each boot has a unique sound though. And if they do have a lady model, I would like them to add high heels as a shoe option. You'll also notice new ways to customize your profile picture and borders. Oh, you could already do that. I might do that today then. Giving you an greater sense of confidence as you progress. This deeper customization makes your in-game character truly unique. Each customization option is earned through gameplay, rewarding you for your achievements and making your character stand out. Now, this is another thing is I need a drink. I don't know what it is when I talk too much, especially when on this, it always makes me go weird. New leveling system. I revamped the leveling system and XP to make it more guaranteed. Instead of only getting XP or exiling a ghost, you now earn XP for completing various steps, finding evidence and discovering new interactions. Wrong. I don't know whether it's wrong or not, but I just earned one evidence and got a ghost correct, I think, unless there's no stats page yet, because obviously there are still loads of things I can't get on Discord to suggest stuff, so I'm hoping he'll take note of my YouTube videos, because I know the dev has actually been watching my YouTube video before now, so YouTube videos of me playing this, so I hope he takes note of my suggestions on my videos from now on until he can get the Discord back up and running, because it's annoying that I can't suggest it in the Discord at the moment, so yeah. Finding and discovering new interactions. Now, the EMF I also found out that EMF has been working differently than it was before, because before it would just go EMF 5 and then when you found the ghost room. So basically the way how the game worked before is even harder now, because like you don't know where it is finding the coldest room and finding the because when you found an evidence in one of the rooms, especially the temperature is always to go in this game, because you can find the ghost easy because it's the lowest temperature. But sometimes that can be a bit of a pain, because it could be like a lowest temperature like such as 1 or 3 degrees, and then in another case it could be like minus or something degrees. But then when you think, oh, it's not freezing, like it's not in minus digits, you're like, oh, that's ghost room. But in other cases, then when you look back at it, because like my first playthrough yesterday, I found the conference room in the near the kitchen area, like sitting room, I think, and then found out that one, I think it was the dining room, that wasn't the ghost room. The ghost room was in the lounge, and I'm like, what? Because it was freezing there. But me not didn't get out quick enough, it hunted. Yeah. There we go. Back to this. This should make leveling up faster and more involved. I've also added some back-end features that will be introduced in the future updates. Perks to help you protect yourself against ghosts. These features will add more depth to the game as they become available. The new leveling system is designed to reward players for all effect, not just the final exit. I would like it if you could have experience, so if you don't get Exam complete, you still gain experience from the fun interactions and evidence. However, if you fail the exorcism, that'll be a different story. I think if you fail the exorcism, you still get the experience for like finding the evidence and the interactions, but that half of that experience gets deducted. I would say have the experience get deducted off that. That'd be nice if they could. It adds a layer. Wait. Oh yeah. This means you'll be earning XP for tasks like identifying ghost types, using equipment correctly, and surviving encounters. It adds a layer of strategy to the game, as you'll need to balance risk and reward to maximize your XP gains. Now here I can't see my XP, so add that into. If they can add an XP bar, and obviously there's still some features that he needs to add in, but I'm going to play it for a little bit now and then wait for the next update so I can see what else he's added in, because obviously there's still things. But one thing I would prioritize is prioritize the bug fixes first. So if there's any bugs that need to be fixed, fix them first, and then while working on the next update. So when he said up here like the updates will be considerably slower, slower at first, I think by that means prioritize bug fixes over new content. What I would do is prioritize the major bug fixes over the new content. But if it's like just something that is minor, that you could probably like, okay, that isn't really that big of an issue, I'll probably fix that in the next update rather than now. But but this this bug is more major, and this needs to be fixed now, so I need to apply a hotfix to it now and get that there, so that would be nice. I would like that. Anyway, push mechanic. There's a new gameplay mechanic to help you survive ghost encounters. If you find yourself in a tight spot with a ghost, you can now use a push mechanic. This doesn't have a key by default. Hold on, it said this doesn't have a key by default. You can set one in settings. Wrong. I checked the settings yesterday in the controls. I could not find that setting. There's a jump control setting, but there is not a pushover control setting. Unless, oh yeah, hold on, wait. Oh, okay, yeah, hold on, wait a minute, wait, whoa. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Okay, I think I know. You can knock your friend to the ground, giving you a brief moment to escape while they recover by rapidly pressing the space bar. So why is that? That's why the space bar wasn't working. But why is that assigned? Why does that say jump? That shouldn't say jump. That should say recover. So one thing they do need to fix is fix the jump setting into a recover setting or something like that. That's why I got confused. And also add the push mechanic setting as well. I looked in the settings yesterday and I couldn't find one. So I don't know whether it's because I was playing single player or not, but if it was because I was playing alone, then that might be why it wasn't there. But I need to check it by default, I think. I'll have a look when I'm in the menu, in the lobby, probably in the menu maybe. Menu might be more optimal. I'll check to see if there's a push mechanic in the menu rather than anywhere else, because that's probably why I can find it. I'll check that. This adds a strategy element to multiplayer and can be a lifesaver in dire situations. However, I don't know how this will work, because if you find yourself in a tight spot with a ghost, you can use a push mechanic. This doesn't have a key by default. You can set one in this heading. You can knock over your friend to the ground, giving them a brief moment to escape while they recover at me. Does that mean when your player dies? Or does that mean... I don't know. I've got to try this in multiplayer. I might see if I can get someone to play in multiplayer. The push mechanic introduce a new layer of strategy and tension to multiplayer game. It can be easy to save yourself in a pinch, but it also requires careful consideration. Using it at the right moment can mean the difference between life and death, but it can also strain relationship with your teammates. Yeah, I don't know. I would like it if you could like escape from the ghost. So like if you're in the tight corner and you know the ghost is right up your ass, you could like there could be like a split second where you can like, okay, the ghost is there, I need to escape. You press space, you jump on the go for and run. I don't know. I don't mind. Common complaint, being dead. A common complaint was that there was nothing to do once you were dead. That was true. To make being dead more interesting, I've added a feature that lets you use your ghostly powers to summon and launch a glass bottle. Oh my god! When the bottle smashes, the ghost will be drawn to the sound. You can use this to help your teammate escape. Oh my god! Or lead the ghost to them. Oh, I hope there's gonna be no trolling with this, because if there's gonna be now with this mechanic, because now that they added this mechanic into the game, if a player wants to troll you and want to get you killed, they will do. It could be a dead player. Now, to me, I would maybe would add a cooldown to this, maybe, especially if so I don't know how they will implement this because they need to add a cooldown. So if you wanted to lure the ghost to a player, then maybe you might need a cooldown for the player. But if you launch it away, that's still going to class as the cooldown. So I don't know. I hope they just implement the system where it doesn't become a troll. Because if it does become a troll, then they need to implement the system. Or maybe if it does become like one of those things where the player's like, oh, they just kill you on purpose, then maybe add a banning system so that, oh, this person playing. If you're doing it for fun, then that's fine. Oh, they gotta get the terrible trio in this. They gotta get the terrible trio. I'm talking about a person that I watch on stream. But anyway, back to this. The ghost will be drawn to the sound. You can use this to, yeah, add a new layer of strategy even after death. Okay, I already did that. This feature makes the afterlife much more engaging. Instead of just watching your teammates die, you can now actively influence the game. Whether you choose to help your teammate or create chaos is up to you. Adding a fun, unpredictable element to the gameplay. Even if it's a troll, I would say even if it's a troll or you're doing it on purpose, you're not going to lose anything. The main thing that you'll lose is, the only thing that you won't gain is experience. I don't know whether you lose experience, but I think that could be an interesting mechanic, by the way. That looks good. I like that. So obviously I'm hoping that's just a example of like you can just launch a glass bottle and smash it. I hope you can launch other things. Like you like I would really like you could like being able to turn on TV, the ghost comes over there, see the TV's on, like I didn't do that. And then your teammate, by the time that teammate escapes, and also I would like it like maybe some ghosts. Oh, this could make it so much better. So some ghosts you can't use sound to draw them away, but maybe you could use light. So if you turned on light somewhere, so say like if the ghost is in this position where there are two rooms split off to each other and the ghost saw a light turn on, then we're like, light! Goes to light. I don't know. They could add more to this to make it like ghosts. Some ghosts can't hear sound, but other ghosts can. And maybe have different things. That could be something else. Here we are. I'll also be looking at added other ghostly abilities to that you can use while dead, such as making eerie noises or moving objects. These abilities will hopefully give you more ways to interact with the environment and your teammates keep you involved in the game even after death. The goal is to make sure that every phase of the game is enjoyable, interactive, regardless of your living status. Also, another thing is, I think for those people who get you killed on purpose, don't give them any evidence. Don't give them any interaction or anything like that. If they miss it, they miss it. And then maybe you could say, well, and then they'll be like, how come you got the ghost correct, but we didn't? I don't know whether it works like that. I gotta check in multiplayer if everyone has different ghost thingies, or whether it just counts for everyone. Because if it counts for everyone, then that's unfair, really. I would like them to have it individual, like Phasmophobia, where they have all the multiplayer journals individual. So, like, if anyone wants to try and kill you on purpose, you don't give them the information. If you notice that something that they didn't, you don't give them the information. Let them get the ghost wrong, and then that's their fault for trolling you, getting you killed on purpose. Starting outside. Another complaint was that outside was boring with nothing to do when lowering your heart rate. Now you start outside when passive reduces your heart rate as you collect equipment and regroup with your team. It's a small step, but it's making game that bit more engaging. Like I said, it is a small step. That's why they reduced the game back down to the basics as a small step for them to add some of the ghosts back in. So like some ghosts that they might have took out, they might add back into the game at a later date. Now I'm not sure whether all the interactions are working or not. I still gotta test it out. I know the light switch is working. I think the breakers are working because I think it goes on the breaker, but it depends whether the breaker started on or not. I need to check that out. I know that the blood splatters on walls are working. The radios are working. Alarm clocks are working. I think the smash and crack walls are working. So I just need to check what interactions are working and which ones aren't. I like how they kept it all the same, but one thing that they are missing, that they actually add in the game a little later, is they need to add it back. We add it back into the game now, but maybe I would say I would like to see this feature back in the game in the next update, where you actually select the interactions that you've seen, and where you automatically select the interaction that you've seen, like the ghost turned on radio, you find that interaction, and then you select that interaction, and you press, and then you search for that interaction. You can either search for it or scroll down, select that interaction, and then it comes up with the available ghosts that, and then it comes up with all the ghosts that can do that interaction. I would love to see that, but what I would do is maybe add a feature where what all the ghosts that can interact with that stuff, but also add it say whether it's common, uncommon, rare or extreme rare to each of the ghosts as well. So in that way, because before it used to just come up that every one of those ghosts can do those interactions, but or maybe add a little eye icon, so so you can hover over the ghost and oh, okay, that's common, that's uncommon, and then you can start ruling out ghosts based on that. But also you can keep an eye on that type of interaction, is it happening commonly or uncommonly, or is it happening a lot or some of the times, or occasionally, or on the odd one time. That's what I would like. So yeah, it's really good. Starting outside gives you a chance to prepare for your investigation and stargaze. And strategize with your team. You can take your time to choose the right equipment, discuss your plan of action, and mentally prepare for the horrors ahead. This makes the beginning of each game feel more purposeful and less rushed, as opposed to being thrown in the head first like you previously were. Also, another thing that I want to add is that I did like the idea of starting inside, because I think that was a unique idea, but at the same time it was increasing your sanity monitor each time, your heart rate, sorry. I'm just so yeah, I've got to say that. But also, another thing I've got to say now is picking up one item at a time and putting it in the house is more time consuming, because it is so, especially if you're playing in single player, you only can pick up one item and bring it in the house. It is just so really annoying. So I'd like if you could at least pick up 2 items, because last time I think you can pick up two items, which was by far the best thing, because then I can carry 2 items and place them in the room. So I would like them to add that into the game, rather than, so you could have one thing in your one hand, and then when you pick up another item, the item that you had before automatically swaps to the other hand, and you have 2, so you have one item in each hand. So that will be a nice thing to have in the game. So then that way you can place 2 objects down and then go back to the truck less time. Additionally, the outside environment has been designed to be more atmospheric and immersive. Like I said, it's only small steps. You take it slow. It's a small step, and the game will improve again, because obviously he's learning all new things and he only means it's just gone in Unreal Engine 5, and he's just and he's still getting used to Unreal Engine 5, so he has to try and figure out how to add all the mechanics back in the game that he had before. So obviously that's probably why it's a small step at the moment. With detailed scenery and ambient sound, and in the future I'll be adding more to this, such as dynamic weather effects, to make the outside area feel alive and add to the overall tension and mood of the game. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Oh, also, the weather effects do. Oh, another thing I would have is have a real. One thing that I would like them to rework is the temp system. By that meaning, reworking the temperature system will be so better because I would like to like what Phasma has done. When the break is off, it's colder. So to me, what I would do is maybe if the ghost doesn't have, yeah. So if the ghost doesn't have freezing, the temperature just does a normal speculate. So if the breaker is off and it's if the break is off, then I would have like a cold temp, and it's cold outside, like it's snowing. Maybe have a certain temperature set for a snowing weather effect, so then that way it only gets down to a freezing point of this, and if it's a freezing point of this in all the rooms, then you know it is not the ghost. But the ghost, if it's freezing from probably 0 to minus whatever, but it's gotta be like, say like the snow only goes down to from 0 to minus 10 degrees, and then the ghost has like 0 to minus 20, then you know the ghost, if it goes below minus 10, then you know it's a ghost, even if it's just a split second. If you see that minus 19 or whatever, you know it's a ghost room. But if it doesn't, then it is. But as soon as the break is on, then the temperature goes up. But if it's in winter weather, like snow weather, the temperature goes up like in the single digits, or like 0 to 10, because it will still be cold in the house. It depends. If they add a boiler system in there where you have to put the boiler on, then you can make it go higher maybe. But if they don't, then that's fine. Or they might just make it so that as soon as you turn the brake on, it just goes up. That's fine as well. Anyway, that will be coming later on. Hiding spots. Now, I was going to hide, but I never did. Because hiding wouldn't prevent me getting killed, but it can and also get you killed if the ghost sees you going in there. So I just need to know if the ghost was bugged out, because I could not see the ghost at all. It was like completely a shadow. There was no ghost there. So that's why I got killed. So I think they need to rework that. Anyway, the last major complaint was the game felt unfair. I didn't think it felt unfair to me because there were hiding spots around. Except for, I think there's at least 2 maps. I think in at least 2 maps in the old previous version of the game, I think there was at least 2 maps where there were no hiding spots at all. I know one was Potts Road or something. I think there was like no hiding spots at all. And it was like, well, I think there was like a little drawer that you could hide behind or something. And that's all you had. But, yeah. I do think they could just keep some hiding spots like that in the game anyway, because I would like that. Anyway, you could sit silently in a room and still get killed. Bro, I know Carl has seen my videos, but I used to hide behind the closets. The closets will be ajar, even though I would say even though the closet was ajar, it's still was like a little bit weird seeing the closet ajar, just how you can hide behind it. So yeah, I think that is a much better system, nicely, but I still would like to be able to hide behind furniture as well. So maybe, and also, so like if sit in silent rooms and still get killed. If the ghost decided to walk in, I've added various hiding spots around each house, such as wardrobe by pressing H. By pressing H. So if you want to go in the wardrobe, you gotta press H. You can hide inside and avoid being seen, even if the ghost is in the same room. Unless they see you go in, here's an example of one of these hiding spots. Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Upcoming. This is new upcoming. Oh, he's already decided the next first major update, but I would love to be able to see the journal thing added as well with this modding support update. The first next major update I want to do is modding support. Now let me tell you, I will never use any mods in this game. And I don't think there should be any mods allowed to be in this game. To me, I think if they want to add modding, I think they need to I think Carl needs to think very carefully on what sort of mods to add, because I don't want it in the way it cheeses the game and avoid you from getting killed forever or anything like that. I wanted to make it so that it gives you some buffs and also have consequences as well. Maybe I have something. Another thing I would like to have as well, I don't know whether it could happen. I don't think, no, I don't think it will. I've already got in working in Enter. There's just a few issues I need to iron out before I have the confidence to push it public to everyone. So that's at least worth sticking around for. Now I will look at, once the modern support comes out, I will have a look at some mods, but I don't know whether modding support is where you can create a mod or something, but I don't know. I'll have to see what. No, there's probably a lot of stuff I've completely missed and forgotten about. Yes, and I'm honestly happy with letting you all get back out there too and explore the game again. I hope you can find it in you to forgive me, to give me an Obsideo another chance, and I can't wait to see what you all think of it. Yeah, and it even says here, there's a lot of other stuff I've completely missed or forgotten about. Yes, there is. And I've already know one thing I really would like back in the game before anything else is the ability to select the interactions that you find and the ghost being automatically listed. That's what I would like to see in the game as well. So, I can't wait to hop back in it. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can find another video, and I'll see you in the next highlight. Some of Now, it's very rarely I do outro and intro of the highlights, but check out my other highlights. I will be, and also I will be making another highlight of. I'll be making a highlight of me getting killed by the ghost because of what happened. Yeah. Another thing that I would like is I don't know why. He's added a dots projector in the game, but he also took out the video camera. So I don't know. I would like to see the video camera make a payback and the ghost orb making a payback, but anyway, it's all good. The last update was September the 8th, 2022, so it's almost been 2 years since the last update, but I'm happy to have a fresh start. I'm liking it, and yeah. Now I will be going live now, playing more Obsideo now, so